Hello, happy World Food Week. We are in the last stretch of Cans Around the Oval 2020. This 34-year-old CSU tradition is geared toward raising awareness about food insecurity and aims to collect donations for the food bank for Larimer County. Because of COVID-19, Slice has had to pivot away from how we traditionally operate, and instead we are being even more creative, collaborative, and conscious in our efforts. Just as we have encouraged fellow Rams and local residents to do the same with your contributions. In terms of creativity, we're heavily encouraging clever social media posts and creative chalk art to broaden our reach. Hashtag Together We Cans 2020. For collaboration, we're closely working with our Slice colleagues who oversee CSU's Not So Mobile food pantry. We're utilizing its pantry space in the Laurie Student Center Theater, and our Rams Against Hunger coworkers have their COVID procedures down to a science, so we may safely receive food donations this week while the pantry is open on campus. To be more conscious in our efforts and learn more about the intricacies of food insecurity, we've partnered with CSU students, staff, and researchers, as well as local community agencies to bring you 5 conversations around food. These occur this week on Zoom and start at 11 a.m. each day. All sessions are recorded. Learn more at cans.colostate.edu to register and access the sessions. Though there are quite a few differences this year, there are several constants as well. For example, contributors can feel anchored by participating in this ongoing tradition, even in the midst of a lot of uncertainties this fall. Some have been able to find joy by engaging in their community, even virtually and remotely. While others have really dived into the friendly competition and our new team challenges. They don't seem to be stopped by being physically distanced. Go teams! Also, the Rams Take Care of Rams mentality is certainly sensed via solo acts of kindness we've already seen, and from collective team efforts we've noticed throughout CSU departments, CSU student groups, neighboring community organizations, and local schools. You have our sincere gratitude. Please know Slice will continue to support any and all who still plan to contribute this week. All proceeds go directly to the food bank for Larimer County. Here's a word from our longstanding community partner regarding their appreciation of Cans Around the Oval this 2020.
Hello! Can you believe it is time to come together to celebrate our 34th annual Cans Around the Oval Community Partnership? We are so excited. Every year we look forward to this event, and normally I would be there in person thanking you and placing that first can around the oval. But like so many other things, COVID has thrown a wrench into those plans, and I am not able to be there in person today. But that doesn't mean our thank you is any less important, because what you guys do for us and for the food bank and for your community as a whole is critical. We know the CSU community has likely had to shift a lot of your efforts, just like the food bank for Larimer County has. Since the pandemic began, we have tried to find new and alternative ways to distribute food to those who need it most. We have shifted our pantry locations to drive-through models so that people have easy access that keeps it safe for all families and individuals involved. Since the beginning, we have averaged nearly 450 household visits per day through our pantry locations. All this to say, these efforts wouldn't be possible without the support of donors like you. We are so grateful for this long-term continued partnership and thankful for everything that you do for the Food Bank for Larimer County. Thank you again for everything, and we're sorry that we can't be there in person today to celebrate the amazing community partnership that will live on for many years to come. So imagine that I am placing that first can on the oval. We're just going to have to use our imagination this year. But again, our heartfelt thanks for everything that you guys do for the food bank.
As Heather at the food bank just said, let's use our imagination this year to envision what it could have looked like to do this traditional talk at the Oval, as we would have placed the beginning cans on the south end of the Oval to honor that inaugural year. And Cans Around the Oval started as a canned food drive back in 1986 via the inspiration from one student's idea and an early partnership between what was Slice and the Food Bank for Larimer County 34 years ago. The amount of canned food donated that year aligned 1/4 of the Oval. Years since, the oval has been lined fully, often several times around. In 2018, it was determined that the amount of donations would have lined the oval 17 times had we tried. In 2019, Cans Around the Oval evolved into a food and fun drive, asking donors for cash and nutritious staples, or CANS, rather than merely a can of food. In 2020, we went one step further to emphasize how intrinsically tied Slice's programs of Cans Around the Oval and Rams Against Hunger are. We hope to draw your attention to our food-based campaign goal of collecting at least 8,000 pounds of food. If able and interested, drop off food on campus at the Laurie Student Center Theater on Wednesday, October 14th to Friday, October 16th. Within the 3-hour window each day, the CSU food pantry is open. Also, don't forget that Friday, October 16th at 4:59 p.m. is the last possible minute to donate. To donate online, learn more about the in-person drop-off times, or view a list of the most desired food items and unacceptable food items, visit cans.colorostate.edu. And a giant thank you for joining us this year with our different rendition of Cans Around the Oval. Thank you, and please do take care.